Okay, today I'm going to show you how to make a chocolate dome shell for a pinata cake. So first what you're going to need, it's very important to get some candy melts. You can get them at any craft store. They come in lots of different colors. I'm just using the chocolate ones. It's also important to note, don't use chocolate chips. You really need to get the candy melts. And then next, you can use any type of bowl that you would like, but I have found out that it works best in a metal bowl. So today I'm going to show you how it works in a metal bowl. And first I'm going to put the bowl in the freezer for about 5 minutes or so before I put the chocolate in. And then you start melting the chocolate melts. It tells you on the back of the bag, but I put mine in the microwave for about 30 seconds and then stir, and then 30 seconds and stir until they are a smooth consistency. Alright, after you have let your bowl sit in the freezer, then you're going to get some oil. I just have some olive oil to grease the bowl a little bit. I just put a little bit in, and then I use a paper towel and just wipe it around the sides all the way up to the edge, because you're going to have your chocolate bowl go to the edge of here. And then, once you have your candy melts all melted, you're going to basically paint the inside of this bowl. Now the reason I got it cold is so it helps the chocolate melt quicker and stick to the bowl. And as you're painting your bowl, you want to make sure to do a nice thin layer. You don't want it too thick or the chocolate starts to slip to the bottom of the bowl. You do a thin layer, and then we will put it in the freezer and do a second layer. But since the bowl has been in the freezer, I can already feel the chocolate starting to harden. There. Almost done on the first layer. And then you can go back a little bit. I missed a little bit at the bottom. But you will have some holes in it, and that's okay. Trying to smooth it out. It doesn't really matter how it looks on the inside. You just don't want it too thick for the first layer. Okay, now I'm going to put it back in the freezer for about 5 minutes. Okay, once this bowl has been in the freezer about 5 minutes, you'll want to do your second coat, paint it on. It's probably hard to see in here, but you'll notice when you do it, I can see through the chocolate to the bowl. It's important to get the chocolate, especially in those areas. So you don't have a hole in your dome. Also, it's by putting your chocolate or your bowl in the freezer, it can cause it to crack. So you can either just set it out to harden or try to speed it up by putting it in the freezer. The good news is, if your dome does crack, you can always just melt it again and start over. So it doesn't take too long. And then you want to paint up the sides again. All the way to the edge. Make sure you have a nice smooth edge. And the second coat is hardening really fast as well because I had put it in the freezer. So the other chocolate was already cold. But I have some holes here at the bottom. You want to make sure to get filled so that you don't have holes at the top of your dome. And then I like to use all the rest of my chocolate, putting it in my bowl. It takes about 1 bag of candy melt to get a bowl. Just paint it on there. Alright. It's already started to harden pretty well, so I'll probably put it in the freezer for maybe 2 minutes. Okay, once I took my bowl out of the freezer, it was in there for 2 minutes, then I let it sit on the counter for 5 more minutes. Now it's ready to turn over. What you can do, you can either make a cake, a round cake, get your cake on the pan, frost your cake, put your candies or your toys on top, and then put your shell on top of your cake. Or, what I'm going to do today, you can just put some toys, they can be part of your present, on the plate, and then we're going to turn the dome onto the toys. So, kind of just tip it over, you pull a little bit on the side, and it should come out. And here's our dome. A nice chocolate shell to go over our toys. Just set it on there. Ta-da! There's your dome. Okay, now that you have your dome, you want to decorate it. Spice it up a little bit. I'm going to show you a very popular way to decorate pinata cakes. What you're going to need, just some chocolate melts melted in a little bag, a Ziploc bag, and then you just cut a teeny hole in it so you can squeeze out some chocolate. And this is going to be like glue. So a popular thing is to put M&Ms on your little hard-shelled candies on your cake. So you can just do that. You put a little bit of chocolate, and when it hardens, they'll be on there really good. And then what else you can do, since you can't stick candles in this, you glue your candles to your cake. So we're going to glue. Now, my chocolate bowl, or my metal bowl, has a hump in it, or a dip. So I can't stick anything. Well, I guess I could, but so you probably want to look for a bowl that doesn't have that, but today I'm using that. And I could fill my dip in with chocolate and let it harden. But I will just put my candles around the dip. And when the chocolate hardens, the candles will stay there really nicely. So you just put these all over it. Also, you can also get fondant. You can cut shapes out of fondant and use your chocolate glue to stick the fondant to your chocolate shell. Alright, those are some ways you can decorate your pinata cake. Okay, this is our finished pinata cake, and Tess is going to help show us what we do with the pinata cake. Normally you light the candles and blow them out, and you just take the candles off really easy. And then the birthday girl gets to smash into it.
Finally the birthday girl.
Keep going. And then as she smashes, there it goes. Was that fun, Tess?
Yeah. Whoa! Whoa, Mom, look!
Oh, wow! Cool. We like pinata cakes.
Mm.